complaints, enough of sitting on the social media. It is now time for us to walk the talk. I know the chairman of the day, in person of His Excellency Alhaji Abelo, was specially chosen because he's the youngest governor in Nigeria. He needs to come. Our intention is for him to share his experience with us as youth and what we need to do in order for us to take the leadership position in Nigeria. Finally, may I sincerely appreciate everyone that has made this event a success. Those who contributed in cash, those who contributed in kind, those who traveled across the country to make sure that they are here for this event. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
I stand here this fateful morning to appreciate every one of us who have made out time out of your busy schedule to be here for the purpose of celebrating our own icon. We're here gathered to celebrate life. We're here gathered to appreciate God for any opportunity we have to add additional year. And this journey on earth is a call to glorify the Most High God for that favor. Today, He has done it for one of our own, a humble young man, a law-abiding citizen, a true son of soil, a man who is championing the cause of youth taking power in 2023, the leader of Team GYB to BYB in the person of Ambassador Oladele Nihi. He whispered into my ears that I'll be speaking twice, that this is just to declare the symposium open. I'm therefore appreciating all and sundry who are here to identify with him. I know that we're here because we love him. We're here because we believe in his ability to champion the cause of the youths of this nation. And as we all come here to celebrate him today, may the good people of this world gather to celebrate all of us. I therefore declare this symposium open. I welcome you
today, but to also underscore the fact that the journey to 2023 has started, and we expect the youth to play a determinant role in who governs this country after the present administration. I'm here as a representative of His Royal Highness, the paramount ruler of Nupe Kingdom. And if you must know, Nupe Kingdom covers Niger State, Kogi State, Kwara State, and even the FCT here. So no wonder His Royal Highness was chosen as the royal father of the day. I, as the Jakada Nupe, meaning the ambassador of all Nupes worldwide. That is the title that I give. So I'm meeting my colleague, the ambassador of the youth, not only for Nigeria, but for all of Africa. But I would like to say the ambassador of the youth globally, not only Africa, because Africa, like we know, is the next frontier as far as development is concerned. When you look at the resources God has given to Africa, and when you look at the resources that God has given to Nigeria as a country, we are big, like we all know, in terms of resources, in terms of the size of the economy, in terms of the size of the population, in terms of the space, and in terms of the youth that God has given to this country, who are very young to engage this economy that is waiting to be engaged for this country to assume its God-given position as leader of the world. I also would not like to go away from here by not mentioning that I also wear another cap, which sits well with what we are doing here today. And that is the fact that I am the national chairman of the Action Democratic Party, ADP, and I will also seize this opportunity to invite the youth to come to the credible alternative, which is what ADP represents. The Chief of Staff, please take this message to His Excellency that he has a platform waiting for him. In case what normally happens. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really excited to be here, and I wish the celebrant, many more years of active participation in the building of this country, because the youth are the building blocks of this country. And we look forward to you to keep on impressing us the way you have impressed us today, and God will continue to guide you. Thank you very much.
Nigerian politics, as we all know it to be, has been exclusively preserved for the older politicians, as seen from the constant recycling of government officials in time past. Since the democratic governance in 1999, youths have best been seen as supporters, mobilizers, political foot soldiers, hired to instigate violence, manipulate elections, and intimidate opposing parties. While this image is not completely the fault of the older generation, these groups enjoy the idea of youth as political machineries rather than competitors. With the signing into law of the Not Too Young to Rule Bill in 2019, led by President Muhammadu Buhari, we have this opportunity as youth today to be involved in politics and governance, not just like Comrade said earlier, just being on social media complaining. However, the Not Too Young to Rule slogan is actually an awakening call for all youths and young people in the Nigerian country, calling on us to take action instead of just sitting on the fence. Is politics just all about age? All about us being in 70s or 80s? No. In Nigeria, political leaders such as Abat Macaulay, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Obafemi Awolowo, and many others were in their 20s and 30s when they took responsibilities of governance. They implemented policies that impacted on the nation and our citizens positively. At the age of 39, Emmanuel Macron became the youngest president in French history. Obama, the first black president of the United States of America, became president at the age of 44. Now the question is, why not you? Why not us as youths? With a rapidly expanding population, the future of Africa in general, and Nigeria in particular, belongs to the youth, who have a vital role to play in national development. Therefore, it rests on our shoulders as youth to take up our place at the helm of governance. It is time to get out of the shadows and work the work in building, creating the nation our generation yearns for. Governance in the 21st century has gone beyond ethnicity, tribalism, religious bigotry. Let's draw it down to something we are all familiar with and most of us share, which is the just concluded Euro 2020 football competition. I don't know how many of you watched it, but I watched the game and I enjoyed it. The English team, England, has astounding players from different nationalities, but with the same aim and purpose to achieving a single goal, which is to win. Come to think of it, Kyle Walker is from Jamaica, Saka is both parents and Nigerians. It will surprise you to know that about 50% of the players of England are not originally English players. With supporters from different ethnic groups, religious, professional background and class, we all watched and championed for them. Even I was not in Europe. I was in my comfort in Lokoja where I watched the match. I'm from Delta State. My uncle is from Okun in Kogi State. His wife from Edo. His nephews from Kaduna by marriage. But we are amongst the millions who supported them as they played in the finals. Now here's the point. It is high time we pull down the dark cloud of nepotism, ethnic and religious bigotry, tribalism, class divide that has greatly affected governance in Nigeria. As youths, let's come together for the sole aim of making Nigeria a nation that is integrated, developed, implementing good governance, where our parents and grandparents in the village can access quality healthcare services, constant electricity, good road network. You can imagine, it won't take so much for a young man or a father who lives in Jos, but due to a good railway network, can also have a job here in Abuja and appear at his office by 8 a.m. It is time for us to build the Nigeria we all dream about. The Nigeria we all rally on social media and talk about and say, no, this man is not doing well. Why doesn't he do it like this? Let's get out of the shadows. So youths here and across, globally, it is time for us to live the tomorrow we've waited for all these years. And the time is now. Let's go change the narrative. Let's begin to do what we say. Like the team, let's walk the walk. It is time to change the narrative. It is time to walk the walk and not just talk it. Thank you very much.
You, the Nigerian people, the youth, you have the power. They say that it's a table, they say it's a building. We own the country. What do you mean, what building? The country belongs to us. What do we decide to do? Our fathers, our mothers, we will take care of them. But the idea is, we cannot be fighting a war that has already passed. My own generation, we do not know Igbo, we don't know Hausa, we know Nigeria. You know, I'm very happy, you know. I met His Excellency. As in, I couldn't even believe it. The man ran downstairs, very humble man, and that is what we deserve in this nation. We need a leader that will understand what we are going through, and the only way the leader will understand is if he's part of our generation.
That have kept Kogi State peaceful. And when I heard about his security agenda, I was saying, why can't other governors just take it? Look at what is going on in Nigeria. You really can see that. So that's one thing I admire about him. But let me start by saying that when you want to walk the talk, there are many things you have to put before you. First of all, I would like to say that I will tie my discussion on 3 points. I'll begin with where we were when Nigeria became Nigeria and those who fought for this country. Where we are today and where we are planning to go to. If you put these 3 things before you, you will know what to do. So when we start with where we were, I'll just go straight to let you know that we were in a Nigeria when the late Chief Anthony Ermusele Naru was jailed because of his struggle for Nigeria's independence. He was just 21. I don't know whether you recollect this. 21. And Naru was just 21, and he took the battle to the white men. And he told them, we can't be serving you. We are an independent nation, and you need to give us independence. But I'm sure that we don't have up to 10% of 21-year-olds in this country with us. Then you start thinking, what have you been doing since you were clocked 20? Then the government, I'm tired of this country, let them do what they want to do, I beg, I'm not interested. That's what I hear from young people, and I get bothered. You're not interested when you're supposed to be the one there controlling things and telling your fathers who are retired to go to old people's home. But let me surprise you. Look, I will go down to our living, I call him a living legend, General Olusegun Obasanjo. He was 39 when he became head of state. Then even our own president was at his prime when he became a military head of state, at his prime. But do you wonder what happens? Obasanjo came back after 20 years and became a president in your presence. Muhammadu Buhari came back after 30 years and is a president ending his second tenure in your presence. Do you know what that translates to? They have taken their generation, taking the generation of their children, and they are taking the generation of their grandchildren. And you're sitting here. If we don't start thinking like this and make these people realize that we will not only walk the talk, but we will tell them it is time to allow the strength of the nation take over. That's what you tell them. We cannot sit down. Now let's go to where we are today. Do you know where we are today? Since 1999, these people have refused to allow anybody that is 25 up to 45, 40, if you don't fight it, for you to take position. They are not allowing it. Because they're even planning for another old man to come and take over 2023. And you're looking at them. No. Somebody said the age is not the problem. In the US they do, and the president is old. We know. The US is working. Is Nigeria working under them? So why are you looking at them now? Battle with your left hand. Wear a shield. You know what your shield is? Get to your community, your village, go and start. Those are the people that will vote for you. Not Abuja. Abuja already have 10 persons to come, even up to 22,000 if there's anything like that. I'm telling you, they've lined them door up. When I entered somewhere and I went to a meeting with them, I was seeing how they were sharing who will become governor. You will take over after me, and I was wondering, in this country, nobody is thinking of their children. Nobody is saying, so where is the place of the youth and the future of tomorrow? We don't have a future in this kind of politics that we play here. Go and join a political party. Don't just join a political party. Tell them. I had to take some APC young stakeholders a few days ago. The most important one is register and get a PVC. The Nigeria we are today, you cannot write result. These young ones won't allow you. They have said it. Let the old ones sit down in National Assembly and be planning how they will continue to sit. One man has been there for 25 years. For what now? God bless you. What are you doing there? So where can I be and you, where? So House of Rep, you are there. You have become Methuselah in the House of Representatives, in the Senate. After governorship, you fight your way. You smuggled yourself into the Senate and you refuse to leave. So go and get your permanent voter card. They have started registering now. If you have not registered, if you don't have a permanent voter card, go and get it. Even political parties, if you don't have a PVC, they will not take you as a member. That's their rule now. They won't take you as a member. So before I go, let me just quickly tell you what.
On behalf of North Central United APC movement, we hereby present this award, the award of the Golden Voice of the North Central Youth to Ambassador Oladele John Nihi.
To honor our father, the great pilot of the safest state in Nigeria, His Excellency Alhaji Adoza Yahya Bello. We have keenly studied his records since his emergence in 2015, and we, under the platform of the North Central United APC movement, honors the governor with the title of the lion of the North Central politics.
DJ, you know, collect your complete from you.
Okay. Please, happy birthday and congratulations. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's of course nothing good start easy. Last year it was not as big as this. This year is improving, and we are hoping that it's going to be better next year. So what in Nigerian Annual Symposium Day shall never be a better yesterday. So it's a continuous process. We are moving forward, and gradually, when we'll be celebrating the 10th, 20th, 50th Annual Symposium, God will spare our life to be alive. But the motivation is behind the fact that a lot of youths are on social media complaining, castigating government, criticizing government. Instead of criticizing, what we are now saying is that there's need for us to begin to sit down, extract our strengths, look at our weaknesses, and see how we can take over the leadership of this country as youth. Because 90% of the good things that Nigeria can still boast of today were done by leaders when they were young. Since Nigeria started their democracy, 1999 to date, there is no new road in Nigeria that has been created. You can find out. No new road has been created. Most of the infrastructure that they even met on ground are decaying. So these people who built these roads built it when they were leading this country at their prime age. Now when they are coming back to come and lead again, they are more or less doing the maintenance work, which is wrong. So what we are saying now is that the motivation is that we need to begin to take over the leadership so that we can take charge of the driver's seat of our nation.